Hi Aries, I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. This is going to be a bonus read for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for these two, not these two, I was going to say 2 less weeks because I'm so used to saying that, but really particularly for the best weekend of the year, which is going to be November 22nd to the 24th. The energy doesn't really understand the dates though, guys, but there's such good energy that I wanted to pull some cards for everybody on this transit. So we have Venus at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, exact conjunct Jupiter at 28 degrees of Sag, which means Jupiter's at home. Jupiter loves being in Sagittarius. This is an expansive time for all things Venusian, love, money, travel, ideas. This is beautiful. This is about really getting in touch with what you've been learning about yourself and a new belief system that you've been forming. We're all feeling this, all of us. But if you want to know specifically for you, if you have your chart, and if you don't, I definitely recommend looking one up on, Google free birth chart calculators. You are going to need your exact time of birth if you want to get your rising sun and your first house placement. But if you don't, do the 12 p.m. default. You can get other energies there. But you want to look at where 28 degrees of Sagittarius is located. And that's where you're going to be feeling it the strongest. So what I'm giving to you are general energies for all the archetypes, all of the signs, right? But this is about all of us learning. Really learning, and there's going to be an increase in self-love through love and worthiness and self-value. So for those of you who feel like you've been struggling in one area of your life, it could be relationships, it could be job, it could be family, this is a time where you're going to feel the ability to shift out of feeling imbalance, because your energy field is going to be shifting into Venusian areas of love and friendship and relationships that are really meant to be in our path. So it's a shift that's first happening within you that's going to allow you to create and make shifts in your path that are needed right now. So it's all about setting intentions now, guys. And I know that people talk about that, set intention. What does that even mean? You know, I set intentions all the time. I know what I want. Okay, but what are you doing about what you want? Keeping it real. What are you doing about what you want? Think about where you've been, think about where you are, and then think about where you want to be and set your compass in that direction, and then kind of let it go outside of just doing at least small steps each day towards making that happen. Because we do have to be proactive, right, in our own energy. Absolutely. And we have so much cool stuff going on. Besides this transit, we do have Chiron and Aries is working with us to transform us from a bunch of wounded warriors to soldiers with no limits. And this transit started on February 18th of this year. It's going until April 14th of 2027. But this is where it's starting, guys. This is this chapter beginning, which is beautiful. And in Sagittarius, which is the seeker and the explorer. I do want to say, though, we're all going to be feeling a little restless in this energy to just bring in the new. Bring in the new. Ooh, Aries, bring it into form as your crowning energy. Very cool. I like this because we have Venus and Jupiter, the Venus and Jupiter conjunct the galactic center in Sagittarius, which is increasing all of our ability to see what's possible for us. So to get the bring it into form energy, I really like that. So I'm getting a lot of you, Aries, do some of you need to write something down or communicate something to someone? Maybe my throat chakra is closing. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this oracle asks you to really honor yourself with a commitment to complete something like an inspired task that you haven't fully followed through with, or breaking into an area that is creative that you really resonate with, that maybe you've been too afraid to embrace in a certain way. But this is about doing it and doing it each day, just a little bit at a time. I mean, I really like this. There is a sacrifice inherent in translating this idea, though, I do feel, for many of you, into a limited physical form, because we are limited physical forms, right? Although something may be lost when you're turning this concept into reality. But there's something very divine here. Or let me see how I can articulate this. You really have to become free of this inspiration so that you can receive your next inspiration. I am getting that. So I don't know, Aries, there are a number of you. Maybe you're in the middle of working on a book and you stopped in the middle of working on something, some sort of manuscript, some sort of film, some sort of house project, something where you abandoned it. And we're all being pushed. Oh my gosh, this really has to do with Chiron and Aries as well, guys, for sure. Because this is about, those of you who are old enough, I want you to think back to 2006. And whatever you had cooking up in your life then that you didn't finish, that you put in this metaphorical layaway situation, is going to be coming back around for you to revisit it. At least an idea, at least a concept. It may not be the actual thing itself, but something's going to be tickling you from like a past dream, a past hope, a past want, something that you were working on that you didn't actually finish and follow through with. This is very, very specific. This also confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form are going to be provided through a higher wisdom in life. And what does that mean? It's like something is going to come to you from out of nowhere or through a very strange means. Not a traditional route at all. And it might even seem very unimaginable to you right now. And when it's time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it, right? I mean, it's going to happen. But yeah, this is going to be an unusual turn of events for you that are going to be having to do with something that you are nurturing, Yeah. And, you want to be assured that your path of success here is not going to unfold according to the usual rules and regulations, Aries. It might happen in ways that surprise you, surprise others in your life, but it's going to happen. It's meant to be. This is very much meant to be. And there's a healing in this as well. There's going to be a healing as you follow through with this. Oh, I really like that. That's a beautiful energy. Bring it into form. Bring it into form with Venus and Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion. Yeah. I like it. All right, so let's pull a Celtic cross spread for general energies. I'm going to address things, guys, because it is a general. It's general. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. But I'm going to be talking about relationships or how it can apply to job, to career. But at the end, I am going to be pulling a few Lovers oracles for those of you in relationship who might want a little information on that. So the situation you're dealing with right now is the Page of Swords. You are ready. You're very ready to get something cooking because you're pretty bored. You're feeling very discontent in your life. You're just not sure exactly what that step is and exactly what that looks like. Aries, we have the Lovers at the end. Those of you, well, you know what? This is really good for career too. The original Lovers was actually not lovers. It was soul connection, soulmate. That could be a business partner. It could be a family member. Anyway, but we'll talk about that as we go. So we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this is about a new beginning. This is the young, the youngin of the court. And swords are all about truth and a new way of framing reality. This is you getting really excited, cutting through the nonsense in your life. You really wanting to step up and cut through anything that's toxic that hasn't been working for you, any negative behaviors that you've taken upon recently, any low vibrational thinking. I just feel like you just really want to get rid of that. Because Aries, I mean, Four of Cups is you're a little bored, okay? It could be boredom. Bored is such a lame word, though, right? I mean, there's this level of discontent. Now, if this has to do with a relationship, this could be in a space of feeling like almost in protective mode, where you feel like if this person does not do A, B, and C, the relationship is never going to work. And this can indicate a situation where you might be, or somebody else might be, actually looking for excuses to find things wrong with a relationship because there is an underlying fear of intimacy involved in this energy. And it's much easier and less painful a lot of the times if we find fault with others and we push them away first before we can be rejected. So I do feel that's definitely going to apply to a number of you. Others of you, this can just be this general feeling of discontent. Just this general feeling of like, yeah, I'm just really not liking this, that, and the other thing about where my life path is at right now. And I just know something needs to change. Now, the Ace of Wands reverse, as the crowning energy, the Ace is about a new beginning, and it's about the will to have a new beginning and really being very specific in a vision. So I get that you're feeling this new beginning. You can taste it. Aries, but you're just not sure what it means. You're not sure what that first step is. It's like, because of that, there's delay. And I feel like for many of you, if it has to do with work, there's a little bit of analysis paralysis going on with this, because it's reversed will. It's like, no, I'm not willing to do that yet. Well, I feel like it's because you can't actually see it. Something hasn't been properly framed for you in your mind, as far as having clarity about what things are going to look like while you move forward. Now, for others of you, this can indicate you having an issue with, listen, the Ace of Wands is a sex card. So some of you may be having to deal with some sort of intimacy issues within a relationship that are really kind of wearing you down, really on your mind quite heavily. And this is just something that needs to be addressed. That is for some of you. And for others of you, this can just simply be this lack of willingness to start this next chapter in your life. And it's because you haven't fully healed from where you've been. But it's like you feel this push-pull, because on the one hand, you feel restless and you're ready for the new beginning, but you really kind of don't, like, you have to move forward in something. Although I feel like in some way you're actually comfortable where you are, but yet you're not comfortable. Does that make sense? No, that's what I'm getting. Now in the foundation, we have the Four of Swords reverse. So yeah, you're confused. I mean, the Four of Swords upright is about, taking a minute and figuring out what your next steps are, realizing where you've been, checking out your skill set, evaluating your relationship, and saying, okay, based on all of these factors, how can I best move forward with this person in this relationship, or with this career path that I'm set on right now? What is my next best move? But in the reverse, this does indicate a level of confusion and the lack of willingness, though, to move forward. But I'm getting that it's because something is in your way. So this could be a person, this could be your own fears, this could be you just not having enough faith in yourself, or this could also be you not fully liking the picture of what your options look like. You not really, you see the other side of where this job is leading you. You see what's going to happen if you stay in this relationship or if you return to this relationship. And something about it isn't sitting well with you, where you want to move forward, but you don't want to move forward in that particular direction. And you're just really not sure what that actually means. I am getting very heavy career vibe here, Aries, I do have to tell you, but I have to say relationship as well, because this is a general reading. So I just might be tapping into somebody's energy more than the other. So we have the Wheel of the Year, which is the Wheel of Fate in your past. So this is about, how did you use your free will, Aries? What choices did you make utilizing your free will? Are you happy with where it took you? I mean, that really, there's kind of this can be as positive as it is negative. There's no judgment here at all. It's basically really looking at the choices that you made, because it has to do with your past. So we have to say that. So what choices did you make to bring you to where you are right now? And you're going to be in a space right now of really figuring out what it all means as far as your life moving forward. How are you going to acclimate the choices from the past? Because that has to do with the Four of Swords too. Remember, this is the soldier came back from war, and it's taken a minute now that they have to acclimate back into society and trying to, be in touch with what he'd been through in the war and his experiences. And now, how is that going to impact his path moving forward? And that's what the Wheel of the Year here is saying, like, what choices have you made to lead you up to where you are? And you're going to be in a space of really evaluating that. And then in the near future, we have the Seven of Swords reverse. And the Seven of Swords is about, it's thievery, right? And in the reverse, this gets quite ugly. This becomes an issue where you feel like you're going to be pushed to make decisions or make choices in your life based on what somebody else wants from you. There's very much of an energy here of there's going to be some discord, but it's really necessary. But I feel like you're going to be at odds with somebody who maybe is not 100% supportive of what you want to do in this bringing to form, in this stepping into this next part of your life. someone in your life is not going to be supportive of you. And when we have the Seven of Swords type of argument, it's because it's the card of thievery. So I do feel like for some of you, you're going to be dealing with someone coming in and taking what you're trying to present as your truth and your desires, and they're going to try to rain on your parade. They're going to tell you that you're not worthy, it's never going to happen, you're wasting time, you're not going to make enough money, you know, all of that. Lots of deflection, could even be some gaslighting in extreme situations. Many of you are going to be dealing with that. Now, others of you, I do have to say, because you did get it for bringing in the form, into form Oracle, and I am getting very much a creative vibe to that. The Seven of Swords can also indicate somebody not being on the up and up with you, trying to work out a situation, bringing your art to life. So whether it's a book out into the market, a piece of like a painting that you've done, a film that you're making, a project that you're working on. You know, in the reverse, this tells me somebody can be kind of shady in the doings of it all, be it maybe trying to actually trump your idea, trump your value, take your ideas, something like that, where there's some sort of shady behavior going on here. So I do feel like that's going to resonate with others of you. But there is this idea of either somebody taking your thoughts, your words, your creation, and, you know, doing something shady with them, not supportive and not of value to you. All right. But I feel like, Aries, you're going to see this. And because you're Aries, you are the emperor. You guys are the leader of the zodiac. So I just feel like you're just going to know what's up. Because representing you is the star. The star is all about healing with the blessing of the seven sisters. So for those of you in relationship, if you do end up in a situation where this person is not supporting what you want to bring to your life, these next steps, where you are now, where you want to continue to be, whatever it is, there's a sense of not being supportive. There's going to be healing. You're going to allow the healing. There's going to be forgiveness here with the star energy. This is very divinely guided. There's going to be a meeting of the minds here, okay, as far as this goes. But there's going to have to be a big shift. Aries, I'm not going to lie. There's going to be a big shift. We have the Tower reverse as an external influence, which, you know what? Considering all of this, I really like the Tower here. And the reverse only means it's the same thing as in the upright. It just means that there's going to be a lot of a lot of passion involved in this, like feeling betrayed, feeling not supported, feeling angry, hurt, you know, whatever, fill in the blank with that. But the Tower is all about the breaking down of an old system that really needed to go anyway. It's just not serving you anymore. So this could certainly be a job. You just getting up one day and saying, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I have to change my path. I have to make changes for myself and for the rest of my life and for everybody I care about. If this is a relationship, this is you saying, either it's time to end this. This is toxic for me and I need to go. I need to heal myself. For others of you, this is you guys both. Now, this is only if you're with someone in a relationship who's in the same headspace as you, where there's still love there and they're equally willing. But there's a definitive need to sweep the decks clean. Start like a fresh do-over, where you guys have to really make a very strong effort to keep the ugly of the past in the past and embrace what was good and just shut that door, address the hurts, validate each other, be empathetic, and be very laser focused and supportive of each other in moving this forward. Okay, that's for relationships. But I'm getting equally now at this point for both, for sure. Then what's your fear is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're afraid it's not going to work out. You know what? Eight of Cups is leaving something bad because it's not working out. I mean, this is a fear, right? This is a fear of yours and not working out. But then we have the outcome, which is the Lovers. This is very positive for every area, whether you're dealing with relationship, whether you're dealing with a career issue, whether you're dealing with something with your family. Very positive, because the lovers are all about, you know, I want this to work. right? I definitely want this to work. I'm willing to put the commitment in. And both people are, both parties are, whether it's, you know, two lovers, literally, or it's two family members, two friends, a boss and an employee, or colleagues. It doesn't matter, whoever you're in this space with, because it's about people who have a shared vision. It's about people who have the same desire in their heart to move something forward, right? And it's this recognition that there are things and there are issues and conflicts that need resolution. And it's only through communication and through angelic blessings that we're able to accomplish this task. But this is the outcome, and this is very, very positive. Very positive. I really like this. Let's see if we want to pull any qualifiers on anything. Yeah, I mean, I guess... Well, let's pull some qualifiers in that Seven of Swords reverse. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but there were a number of people who were taking my videos and using them on other channels that were actually monetized, and they were making money. It's very surprising. I mean, not that I'm putting myself down or anything, but I mean, I don't know. There was other people on YouTube not that anyone should have that done to them, but I just feel like, I don't know. Oh yeah, look at this. Five of Cups, Eight of Wands. These are clarifiers for the Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah, listen. I have to give a couple of different situations here. So for those of you in relationship, I do feel like there were some choices that you made in the past that ended up creating a lot of arguments going into the future here. Going into like the end of November, beginning of December time, okay? And I feel like you guys were in a weird space, but there was missing and there was reconciliation. There was missing. Five of Cups is about missing and just feeling like very sad, but still recognizing the beauty in it. Because it's Five of Cups, only three is spelled, two is still standing. Cups are emotions and feelings. So it's still feeling that love, even though things got bad. Things were lots of arguing, lots of deflecting. There was maybe even gaslighting. There was just bad, unhealthy. It doesn't mean that the person you were with was a narcissist. When I say gaslighting, people who are in healthy relationships from time to time let the ugly side of themselves come out and they gaslight, you know. It's not healthy, it's not good, but it happens. And I feel like that happened. They just started really missing you. They started to feel very disillusioned, but they were really in touch with the part of the relationship that is salvageable. They were missing you very much. They wanted to reconcile, and they came in really quickly. And because they came in quickly, there is this healing that's allowed to happen here. Right? There is this healing, but there's also this recognition that there needs to be a new beginning with this. So that's definitely for the relationship. Now, if this has to do with a career, I feel like there was a big falling out and you tried to have a meeting of the minds, but you realize that you need to leave behind whatever it is that you're doing in your career. And this is very much this Chiron and Aries energy. Again, the Six of Cups. Aries, okay, and you guys, Chiron and you guys, really benefiting you guys in this next phase up to 2027. You guys are going to be doing some big time growing. You're going to be getting in touch with this desire, this want of once upon a time, and the second you set your goal, your heart to it, your intention, it's going to happen quickly. The Eight of Wands is such a fast moving energy. It's emails coming in, it's phone calls, it's things happening really, really quickly, like just really fast, really fast. So I do like that. This is very positive, whether it's for career or relationship. Guys, I have to tell you. Yeah. Career, you're ending up in a better place. Guys, keep your energy open. Make it happen. Don't get in your own way. The energies don't come knocking on your door. They don't pull you off the couch. You got to do things every day to make this want happen. If this has to do with the relationship, that communication has to be there. Let's pull some lover oracles here. Let's pull some love oracles for those of you in that space. Let's see what we have. Ooh, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. All right, people. Hold on. So, I very strongly believe that these are people who are just in no contact right now. You're in no contact. Now, this could be a couple of things. This could be you're in no contact because poor choices were made in the past. Okay, here, the wheel of fortune, the wheel of the year. Choices were made in the past, bringing this gaslighting, deflection, right? I mean, where is that? The Grim Reaper. The gaslighting here, sunglasses, right? It's watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. I just feel like that's very much that Seven of Swords energy. Now, for some of you, for those of you who are, because some people aren't even in relationships, some people aren't in no contact. So this is very specific for you guys who are in no contact. I feel like that unhealthy, toxic stuff happened, and you moved away, and you're ready to grow and transform your life with this star energy because you know that it's got to be over. You know that it's got to be over. But I do feel like you're definitely moving into a space where you're meeting somebody else, because then we have seduction. We have seduction here. Now, this seduction could also be a part of the reason why a choice that somebody made, Aries, either you or somebody who you're dealing with in your life made a choice to take in a third party into your relationship, and that created a lot of the discord and the falling apart of everything. But I do feel like regardless, if you got those of you who are in the space of no contact, I don't get that you guys are getting back together. I just don't. This is very specific for that population, but you're going to be so more than okay on the other side of this, because this energy, first of all, is really fun in Sagittarius, really fun, very social. We're going into December. We have a lot of Gemini, and when we have Gemini and Sagittarius, forget it. It's like party time. I feel like you guys are going to be meeting somebody new, and you're going to be healing and moving into a healthier space. I had so many storylines and so many narratives and so many energies that came to me in this reading. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I hope some of these messages resonated with you, Aries. That is what I have. And until next time, guys, I'll see you next week for the beginning of December reads. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.